Hello, everybody. I'm Kyle. I'm training for a sub 5 hour marathon, and today I'm taking a rest day. Yesterday it was 70 degrees and humid, and today it is 23 degrees and snowing. Today I'm going to talk about my favorite part of running, and that is the shoes we use to log all these miles. Uh, this is going to be geared more towards slower and newer runners, and I think these are some of the most versatile options you can use. I'm going to start out with daily trainers, then do speed work, and then long run shoes, and then if you feel like you want a racing shoe, a couple of racing shoes that have worked really well for me, being a slower runner who uses Run Walk. Starting out the daily trainers, probably the best value in all of running shoes. This is the Adidas Adizero Evo SL. You can find these shoes for as low as $75. They're retail normally $150. They have Adidas's top of the line Light Strike Pro foam in them. These are great shoes. They're light, they're fast, they do almost everything well. Another great shoe from another big brand is the Nike Vomero Plus. These have a fat stack of Nike Zoom X foam. They're extremely comfortable. I have a wider foot, and these actually come in a wide width. So that's really nice for me. All these shoes will work really well for wide footed people as well. Uh, these are awesome. Some of the most comfortable shoes I own. Another one in this category is the Puma Mag Max. And you'll see these have a lot of wear marks on them. These have around 130 miles on them. The grip on these is legendary. I know it's still kind of dirty. I cleaned them as best I could, but the grip on these, especially in the wet and snow, is amazing. They're very comfortable, and they will allow you to pick up the pace a little bit as well. And a recurring theme you're going to see in these is the Asics Super Blast 2. In my opinion, this is the best running shoe ever made. These are a newer pair. Uh, this is the third pair of these I have owned, if that says anything about them. Uh, One of my best friends, I had him try a pair of mine, and he bought them within a few weeks. Uh, these do everything. They have Asics as one of their top foams, which is FF Turbo Plus. Uh, really great grip, very comfortable, and they simply do everything well. Moving on to speed work, out of these shoes, once again, going to the Evo SL, extremely light. Um, these are, they're still fairly flexible. It's cold, so everything's going to be a little bit stiffer. Uh, Great speed work shoe, easy to turn over, good rocker in the front. This grip on these, it looks like not much, but it is Continental rubber. It's going to grip really well and work really well for you in that. Moving on to long run shoes, my personal favorite at the moment is the Vomero Plus. It just so comfortable. I did a 15-mile long run in these a few weeks ago, and I felt just as good afterwards as I did when I started. Uh, Mag Max as well, especially if you have a couple of marathon pace miles in it. These are going to treat you extremely well. Moving on, it's going to be here for pretty much everything. These do everything well. Actually, I should have included these in the speed work as well, because I have some of my fastest speed work miles in these as well. And moving on to race shoes, that I've used a little bit. I have not raced in this shoe, but is extremely comfortable. Is a New Balance SC Elite V4. You can find these at a very big discount because they have came out with the SC Elite V5, which I have not tried. These, even being a race shoe, New Balance makes all of their shoes in multiple widths, so this is a wide width shoe. These are a little heavier than most of your typical carbon plated race shoes. This has a carbon plate in it, which you can see right here, which makes it stiffer and gives you a little more pop. But these are very comfortable. If you're over a 4 hour marathon, these are really hard to beat. And even if you're faster and you're more worried about being comfortable, these are hard to beat. My personal favorite race shoe, which you'll see if you see any of my 5K stuff, is the Adidas Adios Pro 4. And I absolutely love these shoes. They have carbon fiber rods that you can see here, which works the same as a plate, but they give a little bit more natural movement to your foot. Um, these are extremely light. They are a little narrower, as you can see in the toe box, so you will want to try these on before you purchase them, just to see how the fit works. Um, Extremely light, extremely fast. You can see the rocker in the front. It really wants you to get up off of that toe, and landing in this area here, they're so springy and so light. And once again, if you're going to be out there for a long time, these are really, really hard to beat. Uh, they they're just great. They're almost as light as the race shoes. The foam in them is the same foam that ASICS used in their Metaspeed Sky Series race shoes. So these are hard to beat. If you want a shoe that does everything, literally, these can do it. And going down to shorter distances, I would also throw the Evo SL. I don't think it, for me personally, has enough padding, enough foam at the bottom of it. I want a little more impact protection in a race because I'm going to be out there that long. An honorable mention I'll throw in is the ASICS Mega Blast, which might be the best shoe ever made, but unfortunately it doesn't work for me. I have a very sensitive back of my Achilles, and I blister really easily there, and there's just a spot that hits right there. You can actually see where I've added moleskin to my Pro 4s just to make that a little better. Any of these shoes that I've listed you can find on sale. The Mag Max, they just came out with the second version of that. Adidas and Nike both throw big sales on their shoes quite often. You can normally find those for a fairly deep discount somewhere. But these are just tools. It's up to you to put the miles in. Y'all have a good day. Stay warm.